Remember when buying a reliable car for under $15,000 actually felt normal? Today, that sounds almost impossible. Now imagine this, a brand new Tesla. Not used, did not strip down. A compromise. A Tesla that reportedly costs $12,749 for many seniors. That number feels shocking. For others, it feels suspicious. Because at this price, the real question is not excitement. The real question is trust. Is the Tesla Model 2 truly affordable for seniors living on fixed incomes? Or is this just another headline designed to sound good but fall apart in real life? Tesla claims this is not just a cheaper car. They claim it is a complete reset of what car ownership looks like after retirement. Lower maintenance, lower running costs. Less stress and fewer surprise bills. But before you believe the hype, you deserve clarity. What is real? What is possible? And what still raises serious concerns for older buyers? In this video, we are breaking it all down calmly and honestly. No exaggeration. No blind hype. Just facts, numbers, and real-world impact for seniors. Quick reminder before we continue: if you want clear, honest breakdowns of Tesla products explained in simple language, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you do not miss the updates that actually matter to your money and your lifestyle. Now, let us start with the most important question of all. Why would Tesla even try to build a car this cheap in the first place? This is actually happening, reality and timeline. At first glance, the idea of a $12,749 Tesla sounds unrealistic. So let us slow this down and talk about what is actually happening behind the scenes. Tesla is not randomly slashing prices. This plan has been building for years. Inside Tesla, the Model 2 is designed around one core goal: build a car that is radically cheaper to make. Not just cheaper to sell, that means fewer parts, simpler manufacturing, more automation. And far less reliance on traditional suppliers. Tesla executives have already confirmed that pilot production systems for their next generation platform are being tested. Not announced with flashy commercials. Not hyped on stage, quietly tested inside factories. The Model 2 is expected to use Tesla's unboxed manufacturing process. Instead of assembling hundreds of small components step by step, Tesla builds large sections independently and then locks them together at the end. This alone cuts factory time, labor cost, and error rates dramatically, and this matters for seniors because manufacturing cost directly controls sticker price stability. When a car is cheaper to build, the price does not rely on constant rebates, dealer incentives, or financing tricks. According to Tesla's internal targets, the Model 2 is aimed for large-scale production once the manufacturing process is proven stable, not limited batches, not luxury volumes. True mass production. However, this is where realism matters. Tesla timelines are goals, not guarantees. Delays are possible. Adjustments are expected. So when you hear numbers like $12,749, you should not hear confirmed price. You should hear target price under ideal conditions. And that distinction is critical, especially for seniors making careful financial decisions. The smarter question is not whether Tesla wants to sell a cheap car. The smarter question is whether this car actually saves money after you buy it, and that is exactly where we are going next. The real cost seniors are tired of paying. For many seniors, the problem is not the price of the car. The real problem is everything that comes after. Monthly insurance increases. Unexpected repair bills, oil changes, brake replacements, transmission issues that appear without warning. If you are living on a fixed income, those surprises are not small inconveniences. They are stress triggers. According to consumer spending data, older Americans often spend thousands of dollars every year just keeping an aging vehicle on the road. Not upgrading. Not improving comfort, just maintaining what they already own. And the worst part is unpredictability. 1 month the car feels fine. The next month a warning light appears. Then comes the repair estimate that forces you to choose between savings and safety. Many seniors delay repairs because of cost. Others stop driving longer distances because they do not trust their vehicle anymore. Independence quietly shrinks. This is why affordability means more than sticker price. A cheap car that constantly needs attention is not affordable. It is exhausting. And this is where Tesla makes a very specific promise with the Model 2. They are not saying it is exciting. They are saying it is simpler. No oil changes. Fewer moving parts. Regenerative braking that reduces brake wear. Software updates instead of dealership visits for seniors. That translates into something far more valuable than speed or performance. It means fewer decisions, fewer surprises, and fewer reasons to worry every time you turn the key. But here is the honest truth. Lower maintenance does not automatically mean lower ownership cost for everyone. Insurance. Charging access, reliability over 10 years, comfort for aging bodies. These details matter more than marketing promises. So the real question is not whether the Model 2 is cheap. The real question is whether it actually fits senior life. And to answer that, we need to look at how Tesla built this car differently from the ground up. That is where things get interesting. What this video will really answer for seniors. Before we go any further, let us be very clear about what this video is not. This is not a hype piece. This is not a launch announcement. And this is not a promise that everyone should rush out and buy a Model 2. This video is about one thing only. Clarity. By the end of this video, you will understand whether the Tesla Model 2 actually makes financial sense for seniors. Not just on paper, but in real life. We are going to break this down into simple, practical questions. How much does it really cost to own after 5 and 10 years? What expenses disappear and which ones remain? Is it comfortable and practical for older drivers? And are there hidden costs that Tesla marketing does not talk about? Most importantly, we will answer the question that matters more than any price. Tag. Does this car protect your independence, or does it quietly create new problems you were not expecting? Because a car for seniors should do more than move from point A to point B. It should reduce stress. It should be predictable, and it should feel like a smart decision long after the excitement fades. In the next sections, we will walk through how Tesla engineered the Model 2 to lower ownership costs. Step by step. Not theory, not wishful thinking, actual design choices that affect your wallet and your daily life. Some of these changes genuinely work in favor of seniors. Others raise important concerns you should not ignore. Let us start with the biggest difference of all. How Tesla changed the way this car is built. How Tesla cut costs without cutting safety. To understand whether the Model 2 is truly affordable for seniors, we first need to understand how Tesla reduced costs without turning this car into a compromise. This starts with how the car is built. Tesla is abandoning the traditional way most cars are manufactured. Instead of assembling hundreds of small metal parts and welding them together piece by piece, the Model 2 is designed around large structural castings. This means fewer parts overall, fewer welds. Fewer bolts. And far fewer failure points over time. For seniors, this matters more than it sounds. Every joint, weld, and moving connection in a traditional car is a potential future repair. More parts equals more things that can wear out, loosen, or fail as the years go by. By simplifying the structure, Tesla is not just lowering factory costs, they are reducing long-term ownership risk. Another major cost reduction comes from the battery strategy. The Model 2 is expected to use a lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry. This type of battery is cheaper to produce, more stable over time, and far less prone to sudden degradation. It does not deliver flashy performance numbers, but it does deliver something seniors care about far more. Consistency. These batteries are designed to handle frequent charging without significant wear. That means you can charge at home, top up regularly, and not worry about damaging the battery by mistake. Then there is software. In a traditional car, problems often require dealership visits. Sensors fail, warnings appear, appointments get scheduled. Tesla shifts many of those issues into software updates. Small improvements are delivered quietly overnight. No waiting rooms. No surprise labor charges. For seniors who value simplicity and predictability. This approach can be a real advantage. However, this is where honesty matters. Simplified manufacturing does not automatically guarantee perfect reliability. New designs take time to prove themselves. Early production models can reveal issues that only appear after thousands of cars are on the road. So while Tesla is clearly cutting costs intelligently, seniors should still think in terms of patience, not urgency. This is not about buying on day one. This is about understanding whether the system behind the car is designed to serve you over many years. And that brings us to an equally important factor. How this car actually feels to live with as you get older. Before we move on, let me quickly say this. If this breakdown is helping you understand whether the Model 2 makes sense for seniors, take a moment to like the video and stay subscribed. It really helps the channel continue making clear, practical explanations like this. Next, we need to talk about comfort, accessibility, and ease of use. Because affordability means nothing if the car does not respect your body. Is the Model 2 comfortable for seniors to live with? Affordability means nothing if a car becomes uncomfortable to use as you get older. So now we need to talk about something far more personal than price. Your body. Many seniors stop enjoying driving not because they dislike it, but because cars stop respecting physical limits. Low seats that strain the knees, stiff suspensions that punish the back, small controls that demand perfect reflexes. Tesla claims the Model 2 is designed to fix some of these problems. The seating position is expected to be higher than a typical compact car, not SUV-high. But high enough to make getting in and out easier without twisting or dropping down for seniors. This is not a luxury. It is a necessity. A higher seat reduces knee strain. Wider door opening reduces shoulder stress, and a flat floor design helps avoid awkward foot placement. Inside the cabin, Tesla continues its minimalist approach that can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, fewer buttons mean less clutter and fewer things to remember. On the other hand, too much reliance on a touchscreen can feel overwhelming. This is where Tesla software design matters. Tesla vehicles are designed to use large icons, clear menus, and voice commands for common actions. Temperature. Navigation. Phone calls for seniors. With reduced dexterity or vision changes, voice control can be a genuine advantage when it works well. However, there is an important caveat. Touchscreen systems require learning. They are not intuitive for everyone, especially drivers who spent decades using physical knobs and switches. The Model 2 will not feel familiar on day one. It will feel different. Some seniors adapt quickly. Others may find the adjustment frustrating. Ride comfort is another key concern. Tesla vehicles are often tuned for efficiency, not softness. That means suspension settings tend to be firmer than traditional sedans. The Model 2 is expected to prioritize lightweight and efficiency, which can translate into a slightly stiffer ride on rough roads. For seniors with back or joint sensitivity, this is something to test in person. Not assume. Comfort is not universal. What feels stable to one driver may feel harsh to another. Finally, there is the issue of noise. Electric vehicles are quieter by nature, especially at low speeds. This reduces fatigue during longer drives and makes city driving calmer for seniors who still enjoy road trips or frequent errands. A quieter cabin can noticeably reduce stress. So here is the honest summary. The Model 2 appears to be designed with accessibility in mind, but it is not automatically perfect for every senior. Seat height helps. Quiet driving helps. Low maintenance helps. Touchscreens and firm suspension may not. And this brings us to the most important financial question of all. Even if the Model 2 feels comfortable, does it actually save seniors money over time? That is what we need to examine next. Does the Model 2 actually save seniors money over time? Now we need to step back and look at the full financial picture, because affordability is not decided on the day you buy the car. It is decided year after year. Let us start with what seniors usually pay today. A typical gas-powered compact car owned by a senior often comes with recurring costs. Fuel every month. Oil changes several times a year. brake service, transmission maintenance, engine-related repairs as the car ages. Over 5 years. Those costs quietly add up to thousands of dollars. Over 10 years. They can rival the original purchase price of the car itself. The Tesla Model 2 is designed to remove many of these expenses entirely. There is no engine. Oil. No spark plugs. No exhaust. System. No transmission in the traditional sense. For seniors. That means fewer service appointments and fewer surprise repair bills. Electric charging is also more predictable than fuel costs. If you charge at home, you know the cost in advance. There is no price shock at the pump for seniors who drive modest. Daily distances. Charging overnight at home can cover nearly all driving needs at a fraction of gasoline cost. Insurance is where expectations need to stay. Realistic. Tesla vehicles can be more expensive to insure, especially at first. Repair costs for body damage can be higher due to specialized parts and repair processes. However, as more Model 2 units enter the market and parts availability improves, insurance costs may stabilize. This is something seniors should verify locally. Not assume. Battery longevity is another major factor. The Model 2 battery is expected to prioritize durability over performance. That means slower degradation and a longer, usable lifespan for a senior driving below average. Annual mileage. The battery could realistically last the entire ownership period without replacement. That removes one of the biggest fears many older buyers have about electric vehicles. When you combine lower fuel costs, reduced maintenance, and fewer mechanical failures, the long-term math starts to shift. Even if the purchase price is slightly higher than a used gas car, the total cost over 10 years can be lower. However, honesty matters here. Savings are not instant. They accumulate slowly over time. If a senior plans to keep the car for many years, the Model 2 makes more sense. If the plan is short-term ownership, the financial advantage shrinks. So the Model 2 is not a universal answer. It is a long-term solution, and that brings us to a critical reality check. What risks should seniors seriously consider before trusting this car with their independence? That is what we need to discuss next. The risks seniors should not ignore. Before anyone decides that the Tesla Model 2 is the perfect solution, we need to talk honestly about the risks, because ignoring them would be irresponsible, especially for seniors. The first risk is timing. The Model 2 is still a future product. That means specifications, pricing targets, and production timelines can change. Tesla has a long history of ambitious goals that arrive later than expected. For seniors who need a car soon, waiting may not be practical. The second risk is first-generation uncertainty. Whenever a completely new platform launches, real-world issues tend to appear only after thousands of cars are already on the road. Early buyers often discover software bugs, minor build issues, or design choices that get corrected later. For seniors who value reliability over novelty, patience may be the smarter strategy. The third risk is charging access. While electric vehicles are simple to own, they do require dependable charging. Seniors living in single-family homes with garages usually have no issue, but apartment living, shared parking, or older buildings without electrical upgrades can make charging inconvenient. Before considering the Model 2, seniors should confirm where and how they will charge. Not hypothetically. Practically. The fourth risk is service availability. Tesla does not operate like traditional dealerships. Most service is handled through mobile technicians or regional service centers. For some seniors, this is convenient. For others, especially in rural areas, it can mean longer wait times or travel distances. This is not a deal breaker, but it is a factor that should be considered calmly. The fifth risk is technology dependence. The Model 2 will rely heavily on software for controls, updates, and diagnostics. If technology already feels stressful, this learning curve could become a source of frustration. Some seniors enjoy adapting to new systems, others prefer familiarity. There is no right or wrong here, only personal comfort. So here is the honest takeaway. The Tesla Model 2 is not risky because it is electric. It is risky because it is new. For seniors who value long-term stability, The best approach may be to wait until the Model 2 has been on the road for a year or two. Let real-world data replace marketing claims, and that leads us to the final question. Who should seriously consider the Model 2, and who should probably look elsewhere? That is how we close this conversation. Who should actually consider the Model 2? After everything we have covered, it is time to be very direct. The Tesla Model 2 is not for everyone, and that is perfectly fine. So let us clearly define who this car is most likely built for. The Model 2 makes the most sense for seniors who plan to keep a car for many years. Not 2 years. Not 3 years, but long-term ownership. If you value predictability over excitement, this car starts to look appealing. It is also well-suited for seniors who drive modest daily distances, grocery runs, doctor appointments. Visiting family. Local errands. You do not need extreme range or high performance for those needs. You need reliability and simplicity. Seniors who own a home or have guaranteed access to overnight charging are also in a much better position. Home charging removes stress. It turns refueling into a routine instead of a task. The Model 2 also fits seniors who are comfortable learning a new system gradually, not experts. Not tech enthusiasts. Just people willing to adapt over time. Now, let us be equally honest about who should probably wait or look elsewhere if you need a car immediately. The Model 2 may not be the right choice. Waiting on a future product always carries uncertainty. If you prefer physical buttons over screens and feel frustrated by software-driven controls, this car may feel tiring rather than freeing. If you live in an apartment without reliable charging access, ownership could become inconvenient very quickly. And if you want a proven platform with years of reliability data, patience is still your best friend. The Model 2 is not a miracle car. It is a calculated trade-off. Lower long-term costs in exchange for learning something new, fewer mechanical problems in exchange for software dependence, simpler ownership in exchange for waiting until the platform matures. For the right senior, the trade-off is worth it. For others, it is not. And that brings us to the final conclusion. Is the $12,749 Tesla Model 2 truly affordable for seniors? The answer is not yes or no. The answer is conditional. And those conditions matter. Final verdict and what seniors should do next. So, let us bring everything together calmly and clearly. The $12,749 Model 2 is not just about buying a cheaper car. It is about changing how seniors think about car ownership after retirement for the right person. This car could reduce stress. It could remove surprise repair bills. It could offer quieter driving and more predictable costs. But it is not magic, and it is not guaranteed. Affordability for seniors is not created by a headline number. It is created by long-term stability, comfort, and reliability. If you are a senior who plans to keep a vehicle for many years, drives moderate distances, and has access to home charging, this car could genuinely make sense once it proves itself on the road. If you value familiarity, immediate availability, or traditional controls, waiting or choosing a different option may be the smarter move. The most important takeaway is this. Do not rush. Do not panic, and do not let excitement override clarity. A good car decision should make your life easier, not more complicated. Now, before we end, let me leave you with a few final things. If you found this breakdown helpful and you want more calm, honest explanations about future Tesla vehicles, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss upcoming updates. I would really like to hear your thoughts. Would you consider the Model 2 if it becomes available, or would you rather wait until it proves itself? Share your perspective in the comments. In the next video, we will take a deeper look at how the Model 2 compares to keeping an older gas car after retirement and which option actually costs less over 10 years. If that matters to you, stay subscribed so you do not miss it. Thank you for watching. Take care of your money. Protect your independence, and I will see you in the next one.